All right, let's just jump right in. We are seeing the birth of a totally new kind of celebrity. I'm talking about one that never ages, never sleeps, and, get this, could be built right from your own laptop. Today, we're going to break down the entire roadmap for building a digital superstar. And this quote right here, man, it just nails it. We're in a whole new economy. Attention is the real estate. Influence is the power you extract from it. And AI is the electricity that powers the entire thing. The people who figure out how to master all three, they're going to own the future of media. You know, just think about the old way of doing things. To be an influencer, you needed the charisma, the perfect look, and yeah, maybe some pretty questionable dance moves. But the new influencer, it's a brand that is always on, always creating, and never, ever needs a 5-minute coffee break. The game is changing, and it is changing fast.
So what exactly are these new digital beings? And why are they suddenly popping up all over our feeds? Let's get into it.
So here's the deal. At its core, an AI influencer is a digital character. Yeah, it's brought to life by some pretty smart algorithms, but it's guided by a human creator, someone like you. They are literally designed from the ground up to grab attention and pump out content 24/7, building a brand that never sleeps.
And listen, this is not some far-off science fiction idea. It is happening right now. You've got Lu Du Magalu, who's a massive influencer in Brazil. You've got Lil Miquela, a virtual musician with brand deals from Prada to Samsung. And then there's Emma from Japan, who looks so real that people literally start arguments in the comments about whether or not she actually exists. You know, the advantages are almost comical when you lay them out like this. A human influencer might be like, ugh, sorry guys, I overslept. In that same time, their AI counterpart has already posted 12 videos, done 4 photo shoots, and probably launched a new podcast. They just don't have bad days. No lazy moments, no pimples, nothing. But here's the thing. Creating a successful AI influencer isn't just about making a pretty face. That's the easy part. It's about crafting a digital soul, an identity that people actually connect with. So how in the world do you build that? It really boils down to these 3 key steps. First, you've got to choose their purpose. Are they here to inspire people, make them laugh, teach them something new? Second, you build out their personality. Are they sarcastic, super gentle, kind of mysterious? And third, and this is so important, you write them a backstory. A great origin story is what makes a character truly unforgettable. And this right here, this quote illustrates the secret sauce perfectly. You have to give them a charming, relatable flaw. Because perfect characters, they're boring. A weird little fear, like being terrified of running out of battery. That makes them feel more human. It's what creates that deep connection with an audience. Okay, so you've got the concept, you've designed the soul, but how do you actually build the thing? Let's open up the creator's toolbox and look at the gear you need to bring your digital star to life. First things first, the face. And for that, Midjourney is the undisputed champ. Think of it as your digital sculptor. It lets you create these absolutely stunning, hyper-realistic characters and, crucially, keep their look perfectly consistent in every single post you make. Of course, a face needs a voice, and 11 Labs is basically a magic wand for this. It lets you generate custom voices that sound so ridiculously human, they can actually show real emotion, whether it's excitement about a product launch or just a quiet, thoughtful moment. So, what about the brains behind the whole operation? Well, that's your AI writing partner, like ChatGPT. You got to think of it as your personal creative director on call 24/7, writing scripts, brainstorming viral ideas, and helping you constantly refine that unique personality you've created. And you know, maybe the most exciting part of all this is that the barrier to entry is just incredibly low. I mean, look at this. You can literally start this whole journey for free, just using the basic versions of these tools. This isn't a game that's only for big agencies anymore. Then, as your influencer grows, you can scale up your investment when the time is right. All right, you've created your character, you've got your tools. Now for the really fun part. Let's talk about how you turn all those pixels into actual profit by gaining influence and going viral. And please, don't underestimate the potential here. Aitana Lopez, she's a virtual model from Spain. She is reportedly pulling in over $11,000 a month. This is not just a hobby. For a lot of creators, this is a full-blown business.
This mini pyramid shows you the exact path from a side hustle all the way to an empire. You start at the base, level 1, with quick wins, things like affiliate links or selling simple digital products. As your audience grows, you climb up to level 2. That's where you start landing major brand deals and YouTube money. And the peak, level 3, that's where you build a real media empire, launching merch, licensing the IP of your character for games or TV shows. It's a clear roadmap. But look, none of that money stuff happens if nobody sees your content. You have to go viral. And virality isn't just luck, it's a science. There are rules. First, the hook. You have 1 second to grab their attention. Second, emotion. Make them feel something. Joy, surprise, anything. Third, tell micro-stories, even in a 15-second clip. Fourth, show them something new, which is a huge advantage for AI. And finally, make it remixable so your fans can create with you. You master these laws, you master the algorithm. So let's be crystal clear. The tech is here, the audience is waiting, and the opportunity is absolutely massive. The next global superstar might not be human at all. The only question is, will you be the one to create it?